Hey everybody, it's been a while. I feel like I say this every time because the streaming schedule has been a little bit whack. Do I even remember how this works? I don't know. But I'm happy to see, hey, Giggles, Tim, Sub-Zero, ErgoHash, and of course, I can't forget you, Seamus, are still here. So yeah. How has it been going? I think it's been like almost a month since we did our last stream. It's been long. Let me check. But, and I know I say this often, I think we're back. Mike 10, hello, Black Shirt, what's the occasion? It's my evil arc. You know, Bite Me is going through a rebrand, and yeah, last live stream was 3 weeks ago. Like right before the stream started, I like looked back and I was like, I asked my wife, like, you think I should change to a white t-shirt? Because it feels kind of wrong. Maybe later in the live stream, it's still gotta change. But yeah. It's the start of a new era, like Giggles indeed said. It's my asshole era. I feel like the camera kind of needs to be repositioned. But yeah. How is Bit Summit? Oh god. Didn't you see the Patreon video? Patreon.com/BiteMeGames. Bit Summit did not go as expected. Not that it was bad. I just missed the entire first day because my flight got like moved, which kind of made me not be able to join the business day, and then something went wrong and I also didn't get my regular press pass, so I didn't get access to the cool secret area. Hey, that's fun as well. And Shrey Patil 2346. I'm surprised. It took like a minute, 90 seconds or something before people started talking about M198, so I guess we'll just get that out of the way. M198. It's been a little bit over a month. Good news and bad news. Bad news. We're still at 69%. Close. We've been at 69% basically for the last 3 weeks. Like every time we get like 3 or 4 good reviews, but then we get one bad review again. And it kind of balances out. But recent reviews are very positive. 83%. So that's, I think, pretty okay. We haven't really pushed many major updates so far. We have plans for Service Pack 2, but so far we have been focusing on our other games because... Oh, this doesn't work. I need to start this. It's 19 days, 6 hours, and 57 minutes until next fest. So we've also been focusing on that. We'll bring it back for later live streams. I think after Fest or discount, maybe, yeah. It's kind of like, it is what it is for now. As for money, are the volumes, by the way, good? I feel like the music is slightly too loud. Let me lower this. It's been too long since I've live streamed. The last week has been better again. We're averaging around $300 a day. I also just got a warning that my OBS is too high. Then like, I'm outputting at 1440p by accident. Wait, let me see if I can change this. I can't change this when the stream is already active. I want to earn $300 a day too. That's the thing, it sounds like very nice. I mean, it is very nice. But it's not kind of like, no, looking at where we came from, I think long tail, it's not as good as it could have been, is kind of what it boils down to. Like, we fell off extremely quickly and now like are flatlined at that, whereas this may be outdated data. So this may be completely made up. But I think All Hail the Orb, on the other hand, they're pulling in still like 1,000+ a day. They're like very positive, overwhelmingly positive. So yeah, like at the end of the day, $300 a day is still like 9k gross every month, which is pretty good, I would say. And then divide by 2 for what we actually take home, 4,500 or something in net payout. But still, I kind of, for 3 weeks after launch, I think that number is bad because it's only gonna keep going down to a certain degree. It's 1 Kyoto anomaly per month approximately. Kyoto anomaly. Feel like people always forget how badly Kyoto anomaly performed. Kyoto anomaly is at 5.5k lifetime, 7k gross. The background music, Eric Lee, is Skyrim ambience. So it's still better than 1 Kyoto anomaly. I saw my game. Hey, oh fuck, I forgot your name. Guy living in Bulgaria. How's it going? You're here fast. Jordan, that's it. We're just talking about like how our long tail isn't that great so far. But yeah. Just need to grind out the next game. How about that? What do you mean next game? It's the next 2 games. This is like current stats. Let's look. I'll show you the full stats, and then we'll dive back into the future. Okay, these are the current stats. So you see, like in the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks, kind of since we released our video, our earnings video, it hasn't been that much. Like 4k bonus revenue total. Refunds have stayed the same, or actually went down 0.1% again. The numbers are okay. I think the biggest, most crazy stat is this one. We have like 43,000 outstanding wishlists still. Which I think is very nice. I think our actual conversion rate, 8.8%. Okay, this is climbing as well, but it's still kind of low, I would say. So I think this could be the thing of like, maybe we're gonna do the sale. We have 3 weeks of discount planned soon, basically. Our conversion rate is at 17.7%, yeah. So that's the thing, we go on discount on the 15th of June for 1 week. And then it's like 5 days of no discount, and then it's the summer sale. So we kind of have 3 weeks of discount in a row. So I assume that during 3 weeks of discounts, a decent number of these are still going to convert. I feel like there's no other way. I hope. But yeah, I'm kind of like mentally distance myself now from the reviews. They can't hurt me anymore. So yeah. Your 2 games in the next fest should be interesting. Yeah. We're still crunching for those. I'm actually going to be doing a live stream. Oh, I didn't want to close all my... I pushed like the Windows button that's like hides all windows. Here. Okay, we're back. Hey, Goshin Game Dev as well. Is there a point in running discount every month? Yeah, because you sell the most on discounts, always. So the more discounts, the more money you make at the end of the day. It is that kind of simple. Is what we see as well with like our other games. How big is the team now? It's still the same, 3 people. We're not expanding, we're not shrinking. We're doing 20%, we're doing 20% as well. No reason to go higher than 20%. You're just throwing money away. What's like a good game? Unicycle Pizza Time, probably. Let's look at like 1 year. You can very clearly see the spikes are when we do discounts. But this is like a week-long discount. This is like week-long discounts. Like, discounts matter a lot for revenue. This is overtime anomaly. Let's take Unicycle Pizza Time. I think here we'll be able to see it better. Kind of. Like, this is a week-long discount. This is going to be a week-long discount. Discount as much as you can is basically always my advice. Let me also... This should look better. I feel like I'm still kind of small. No, I shouldn't touch this. Okay, close enough. Question regarding bundles. Thanks for the follow as well, Echo Scope 12. Do they only make sense to do with games that are launching? So for you, if the developer, if your game is already out, doing a bundle with another game that's already launching is kind of free money? Not really. I don't know. I'm very anti-bundle at this point. I think bundles may not be as much of a net positive as some people talk about. Especially now that I've gone through the process myself. Yeah. I still have a fuck ton of bundles. Or like, not that many, but like... for like our next game, I think I'm going to do only like... one like Gold Edition bundle, 100%. And then like probably a bundle with myself, like with MMO98 for example. Because we have those games then. And maybe a game that releases on the same day. Or something like that. And I think that's it. Or like a game that is like 100% a match. Indeed, Badal may be good for a game that launches literally alongside you. Like All Hail the Orb and is pinned. And that is pinned indeed is another important one. Where I'm only assuming 3 bundles because I only have 3 pin slots. We can actually see it, right? Let's take a look at the bundle stats for the last 2 weeks, let's say. Mega bundles, maybe. Mega bundles do seem to also perform well. Yeah, because this is still the All Hail the Orb one. Corporate Overlords. And then Execute. And I think Execute makes sense because it's a similar game. But like a lot of these bundles kind of don't really sell that much. Like I see these bundles, like the Click and Conquer ones, I see these more as you've lost 9.8% or you've lost 15%, then I've gained money. It's kind of my vibe. Our bundle indeed did good. Jordan. Also, thank you very much, Goshin Game Dev, for the €2 donation. I'm still trying to make my first game, but I'm stuck learning art. How do I juggle learning art, coding, music, engine stuff, etc.? I'm a solo dev. Appreciate T. The problem is you're trying to juggle everything. As in, art and music are 2 things I wouldn't even bother with. That's here. Why would I learn art when this exists? Yeah, we paid 160. Thank you very much, Unity Asset Store. Come on. You pay $163 for it, but this was like the full game, basically. Why is it not working? I swear, the Unity Asset Store has been ass for the last like month or something. Same thing with music. You use assets. Or you get something commissioned or whatever, but don't learn everything yourself. Because it's too much. Game dev is too much, especially as a solo dev. You're going to have to make sacrifices. And even if you're like, oh, I'm not going to sacrifice everything. Yeah, this is fucking useless. Even if you're like, I'm not going to sacrifice everything. I'm going to learn everything myself. You're still going to sacrifice an immense amount of time. That's probably also not worth it. How long are you planning on streaming? Like 2 hours and a bit, probably. Oh yeah, you can go to any page and it logs you out. Okay, I think it's working now. I think it's finally working. It's not logging me out. Have you ever received feedback from players using pre-made assets? I don't think I've ever read anything about people being like, hey, you shouldn't do this. But we also had like 80s Office. Like Overtime Anomaly was based on 90% this asset. Once again, people didn't know it. It was $40. I saw this asset. I'm like, okay, easy fix. Hey, Moxan, who is this guy? Where's Marnix? It's evil Marnix now. You'll only sacrifice it one though, then you'll have the skill. I had commission art before. Commissioning? Hot take. I think if you're a new game developer, you shouldn't commission art. I think you should use assets. Because with assets, you can see what you're going to get before you pay money. I have had, I think at this point, way more negative experiences with artists than good ones. And once again, Adikit, yeah, you're still sacrificing time. Sure, you'll get better at art. But even if you have 20 years of experience making low poly 3D or whatever, it's still going to take a fuck ton of time. There's a reason there are dedicated jobs, even in like small indie studios, like all you do is crank out 3D models. And that same problem with like commissions is like, if you have no idea what you want, you're also not going to be good at like communicating. You don't know enough yet. Hot take, just make your own assets is not that hard. Very real person, send me your games right now. All the games you've ever... Please tell me you have videos on your channel. Of course you don't. Yeah, kit bashing is important. Yeah, you can do kit bashing. It depends on the style. Like, Unicycle Pizza Time was kind of like... Looking back, Unicycle Pizza Time kind of looks like... Not like... I think the biggest problem with Unicycle Pizza Time looking back is actually not the assets, but it's the lighting. And like the post-processing and shit like that. Like, this is all just like real-time something. This is every single PBR asset I could find for free, basically, on like Fab and Unity. And it looks okay. This was, keep in mind, this was FriendSlop 2 years ago. This wouldn't fly today anymore because the bar for FriendSlop has been raised a lot. It's all now the cartoony stuff and things like that. Very real person has made 0 games so far. So there's your answer, guys. What do you mean sent? I don't know what you mean sent. But like all of those things, you need to understand what you want for your game first. Yeah, art and music is not a skill you only learn once. You learn this for the entire lifetime. Even with coding, yeah, you already said it as well. Also with coding. You'll learn it and you'll keep learning and you'll just get better. My input is based on the work done on this game, by the way. I don't know if you sent the link, but the link got destroyed. I guess that's YouTube. So yeah, it's like I have a better idea now of like what works and what doesn't, but I'm not an artist. But I'm better at like working with artists at this point. Apparently I have a Steam page roasting on Twitch for Bytecoin. God, I have no idea how Twitch works. Do you have a Steam page, the Ginger Dev? All Hail the Orb. You want All Hail the Orb. Okay. Making games is easy. Making good games is extremely hard. Very real person, can you remind everybody in chat once again, how many games have you made with statements like that? I can take a look at All Hail the Orb, but there's nothing I can tell you. What am I going to tell you about this? You have a good capsule, you have good screenshots. You have all of the languages. You have posts. You have GIFs. This is the easiest store page review I've ever done in my life. You have no suggested specs. That's it. I'm kind of surprised. I know, probably this can run. Have you considered actually playing this game on macOS? Porting it to macOS? Because I'm becoming more and more macOS pilled. It's kind of a weird sighting. Let me pull up M198 again. Where, if you're developing in Unity at least, the amount of effort we had to do to support macOS was so, like, low effort, basically. I want to see lifetime, 3 months. And it still added basically an extra almost $2,000. So it might be something that most of our games, so many people have tried. But Ginger doesn't listen to me. You don't wanna? Have you just made a build and seen if it worked? For 10% of all future revenue, I'll do it for you. Because that's the case for Kyoto Anomaly. We also added macOS support later on because I literally just ran it. I played the whole game on macOS and it just worked first time. So I'm like, why am I looking up macOS? I'm like, okay, I can actually just ship this. And the effort was less than like 3 hours. It's such an easy W. If you can just try at least. Because I also now, because we made like that much money, I used to have like a Mac Mini behind my PC, but now I also just have like a MacBook Air that I'm using. I love this. I'm kind of considering just going to macOS permanently for like my next PC. Even though I know that's not realistic because I can play 0 viewer games at that point. But really, the Ginger Dev, I think it's worth it to just give it a shot and throw it in the next update, or at least before you do your discount, be like, hey, we have macOS support now. Bonus marketing beat. Let's go. It would be something to, yeah. I have one. She's been through a lot, but she's still kicking. Yeah, I have the I have the brand new M5 one. What if your sales are for macOS? We just pulled it up here. $2,000 basically. 1,902. So this is why I was like, hey Thomas, we basically made enough money to afford a MacBook Air from the revenue. Also, have you taken a look at Ginger Dev? You can see like your wishlist stats by platform as well. Like it's still like, I'm gonna be honest, Windows is still going to be by far the biggest platform. But it's still like, if it runs immediately, why not do it? I know for like Forge Industry, we had one thing we needed to fix, and it was like the way our cursors worked. They were like giant on macOS. It was like a 30-minute fix or something like that. And that's it. Let me send them over to you so you can do a comparison. Oh, the wishlist stats, yeah. 98 Mac wishlist, 71 on Linux. Oh, I got it twice now. In browser. We're still mogging you on wishlists. At least there's one thing I'm beating on. Mac more than Linux, yeah. Porting to Mac seems like a good move. It's something that if you don't have a Mac and it's your first game, don't bother with it. Because for our first game, we also ported to macOS already because we had one developer who used Mac. And it was kind of a pain. But after that, I think it was pretty good. Can I say something that's maybe a hot take? I kind of expected you to have more money. Like, this is still not bad, don't get me wrong. I thought it would be closer to like 175, 200k or something. At the current rate. Maybe you're gonna hit that number if you add macOS support. Just imagine. Yeah. After MO98, do you prefer working in 2D or 3D? We're working on both, basically. Sorry, now I can't see myself. Okay. I'm so stupid. I just realized I didn't have the on-stream chat. I'm like, something is missing. Give me a second. I want to get this working. Stupid. Can someone like send a message? Okay, I can just do like fake messages. Okay. It's gonna work now. I think. I figured it was a new aesthetic. No, I just purely forgot. Who said? I don't know who that is. We wouldn't hit 100k. Yeah. Hey. Meanwhile, we haven't hit 100k. So. What do they know? But yeah, I think MO98, what I did realize is max support equals free real estate for the most part, yeah. Ginger Dev, I'm fucking with you. Unfortunately, I do know who it is. Fix and clerk. Next game equals $1 million studio? Not sure. Do you have any plans to bring your games to Steam Deck? My brother or sister in Christ. We are Steam Deck verified. Kyoto Anomaly is also Steam Deck verified and Overtime Anomaly. Or like they are supported. I don't think they made enough money for the official checkmark, but both of them are. So yeah, you can play the games on mobile. Not mobile. Oh, I've seen this. Where did I see this for? Was it like a trailer roast or something? I gave you shit about this font. 100% I know it. I complain about this game. I don't know if there... I think the fonts were more pain back then. Are we going to get any teaser about new games you're working on? Yeah. Also, I'm just going to work on the games tomorrow. Coming out in 6 hours. Do you guys do the testing for deck, or does the deck have... So... Okay, do I have anything to say about this specifically? I think it looks better than the last time I saw it. Because I remember the last time there were some very glaring issues with this. So what you can do... This is something a lot of people don't know. Something that I always suggest you to do if you can. Yes, Steam Deck is based on sales. So Kyoto Anomaly, if we go here, you see it says unknown. But there's this thing called developer comments. And if you click on this, it's going to open... It's going to open here a community post of Steam Deck compatibility that I wrote myself. Like, hey, here's what you can experience. So I kind of just write like, hey, it's going to work. Performance-wise, this is what you can expect. So you can, like, it's going to run no problem. If you want to limit your TDP to 10 watts, you can still get 60 FPS without problem. But it's not officially verified. So what you can do then is if you go to Kyoto Anomaly, in this case, and we go to edit store page, the way you do that is here, Steam Deck compatibility info. And here you link to a Steam community post that's basically the one we were reading just now. This one. This will automatically, like, the developer comments gets removed once you get officially verified. You get this official verification thing. Where is it? This one. We got it actually before launch at 20,000 wishlists. We got the Steam Deck process. I can actually show you how that looks. Because it's actually... Thank you, keyboard. It's pretty nice how they test it. It doesn't have controller support, but you can use the touchpads. It's not my favorite way, but okay, here, click here for details. Oh, this is new. It reports like average frame rates as well, apparently. 93%. This is new. Okay, anyways. So this is what you get if you either hit the sales revenue threshold or the wishlist threshold. You get this report. We hit it for Unicycle Pizza Time at around 120 reviews. So that was after launch. Here we had 20,000 wishlists and we did get it. So then they gave it, can I see the other summaries? So there was one here, past reports. So I can see the previous report. This was the first one, 14th of April. So this was 6 days before release. And then you can see what causes your game to be marked as playable. And in our case, it was two things. One is that at a few points, our pixel font size was too small. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Here, the following items were observed having poor legibility on Steam Deck, IRC section, and tooltips. So what we did is like, we just increased the font size there. And then also we didn't implement like, oh yeah, we didn't automatically open the on-screen keyboard. And those are the only two things. So those we implemented in like 20 minutes or something. And then we submitted again. And then 3 days later, they applied it. And now our game is verified. So that's kind of how it works. I think it's a very nice process. So yeah. Now, actually, I can see there's stats for it. Steam Deck. 1 month. So we can see like average daily active user. Steam Deck accounted for 2.65% of playtime. Nintendo Switch, it's not really... We have dev kits. It's just not really something we want to spend time on right now. Because also, like, we know better. And you can see like how many percentage of sessions lasted less than 2 minutes. I think this just didn't have enough daily active users. So you can like kind of see if it's less than 2 minutes playtime, it might indicate of like they start the game and it doesn't run. But hey, you never know. I wonder what if the Steam Deck reviewer plays through the whole game or just the start. Will they really play a full puzzle game? What if they get stuck? I think they'll play like the start. I'm not sure. Imagine that as a job. You're the guy who has to like validate every build on Steam. What does the job position even like sound like? But yeah. I think like, you know, I have a Steam Deck. You can actually see it right here. It's behind my Switch though, so I do that. You used Unity Analytics in MO98? We didn't use it in MO98 actually, because we didn't want to deal with consent forms. But it was easy to implement, 100%. I used to smoke test builds before launch for AAA, not fun for sure. But at least it's better games then, right? I don't know. I think for Kyoto Anomaly, when we did a playtest, we did add Unity Analytics because that way we could also see like how many people, like how far did they get, how many rounds did they do, did they go left, right? We didn't do as many like analytics. I think we did no analytics at all, only crash reporting. No. Did we do crash? Yeah, we did crash reporting for Unity, but no other analytics. We don't really do analytics for like tracking much because, I don't know. We're not really worried too much about it. We can get enough feedback other ways. It's not like we need to silently track everybody. Black shirt. Hey, Octara. Not an imposter, we're just in the dark arc. The villain arc. Too bad my opponents aren't here. So yeah. Do we talk about the next games? I don't know what the plan is for this live stream. I just wanted to talk to you guys. Because I'm like, it's been a while. So some of the reasons why it's also been so long is because I went to Belgium for 2 weeks and I cannot live stream there. So that's why you got to see the revenue video together with Thomas. There's 2 more videos that I recorded with Thomas that I just haven't edited yet. Best place to find a chicken voice actor. Fiverr? What the hell is a chicken voice actor? Maybe? Mandatory front face recording during gameplay. Yeah, I was talking with some people earlier of like, why would you have a wishlist button in game when you can just like intercept the close game like button and open automatically your Steam store page? Someone to make chicken sounds. I think Fiverr, there's something for, like there's a subreddit for voice acting work as well that might be better. I'm not sure what the name is though. Chura, hello white t-shirt guy. I'm happy for your recent success that inspired me to get my Bevy game to try again in my Bevy game is cooking. I have bad news for you. We're never gonna release that game. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about it. That's just the way it is. SteamDB Technologies. Please tell me Bevy is in here. It's not. Why is it not even listed? Are you telling me there's more games made in Katana on Steam than Bevy? Wait, I think we can see Tiny Glade was a Bevy game. What is it listed at? They can't see because they don't have a Steam key. So they can't see the files. But yeah, I think Bevy... I feel like there's more GZ Doom games or Pico 8 games. What are the Pico 8 games? Pico Cat? Magic Cube. I've heard of this one. All of them have like Pico in the name as well. Yeah. SteamDB Bevy. I feel like not that many people are using it, unfortunately. A Falco engine. Does it have like something for custom? I guess not. Hey Boris. How's it going? I still haven't tested the Unity AI, I'm sorry. I know you put your hard work in it, but... What's Smile Game Builder? This looks like... Okay. Game making software. This looks like the most Asian thing I've ever seen. This is undoubtedly one of the Asian game engines. Bevy might be statically linked. But if that's the case, Godot is also statically linked, no? And Godot is clearly on here. Got some good visibility. What do you mean even more visibility? My brother, you just need to release your game. One day, it's gonna come out. On SteamDB. Oh, that's a lot of visibility. It went from 1,000 to 500 followers. So basically, yeah, that's some really good visibility. Where though? Because you're more than MO98 in top wish lists. Still no. Still release date to be announced. One day. Japanese article plus the wishlisted event. Let's see. What are we doing? Looking for a new engine? Never. I will be Unity until the day I die. Purgatory. What's the highest rated? Are you serious? This is the highest rated Godot game. Okay, which Godot game? Okay, Slay the Spire, Potato. Why is this? Oh my god, the SteamDB rating is crazy. Because they don't filter, I guess, by country. I would blow my brain. I mean, they probably make enough money, but it's like, god. Imagine making a game. Oh, is it not? Is it? It's not just in. I thought it was just the Chinese, but I guess not. Language. Oh no, it is still. Holy shit. Still the Chinese. Very positive, very positive. Traditional Chinese mixed, very, very overwhelming, very overwhelming. And then giant simplified Chinese is just like 2% positive or something like that. Okay, so they got like 18,000 reviews also marked as off topic. Okay. Bad Chinese localization? I don't know. I don't want to be the community manager there. At least they have a community manager, probably. It's more chill over at 20 Small Mazes. A named Space Idol of Fiti Queen. Oh yeah, right now it just came out. They're doing really solid. They have to wipe the tears with those millions earned. Yeah, I think it's also related to like the belt. What the hell is this? This looks like the best Godot game I've ever seen. Silly Linguine Cat Simulator Deluxe Online by Brody Sainranian. Probably this Godot game is better than... Oh, it's a cases game where you unlock cat skins with the dude's cat. Oh, is this like a banana-like? This feels like a banana-like. Because also more gambling. Yeah, you will get a random crate. Gambling! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. The leaderboard. Okay, it's free. Yeah, it's free. Don't get me wrong. Still. Okay. Turns out there are actually good Godot games. I'm gonna... Silly Linguine Cat Simulator Deluxe Online. Yeah. Bro is beginning his Dart arc. Hey Andrew, how's it going? It's better than my game right now, as this is an absolute Godot win. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna come out in 2029. But they look at various Steam libraries for Godot to determine that. Why is it all going pre-launch? What do you mean post-launch? You know MO98 came out like a month ago, right? A little bit over a month ago. Or are you talking about this pre-launch? Because this pre-launch is miserable. The post-launch, I think it's been okay. I can't complain at the end of the day. Potato was indeed made with Godot. I think an old version, like Godot 3 or something. Same thing with like Cruelty Squad. This for a long time used to be the pinnacle of graphics. Like unironically, the pinnacle of graphics for Godot. Luckily, there are better games like Road to Vostok now, but this used to be the best Godot had to offer. So ask yourself, why are you not adding a giant border around your screen made out of bones or guts, depending on your difficulty? We're in the evil Marnix era now. Always has been. So what do we do? Do we show the games? Is it too early? I don't know. So starting tomorrow. Oh, hey Max, thank you very much for the prime. Not the prime sub, the tier 1 sub. This minute, rare black shirt Marnix. Oh yeah, this minute was just Twitch. Rare black shirt Marnix. Where chats appear? I don't know why. YouTube chat just doesn't appear for some reason in the social stream anymore. I noticed as well. Oh, now it does. It got stuck. So, what game? The next game. You get the Steam page completed today? Yes. So we have 2 games. Right now, both are on schedule to join the June Steam Next Fest. Desktop Island, Idle Together, and Net Profits. I'll walk you guys through it, because from tomorrow we're going to be working on stream on it. Neither Steam pages are live yet. It's not an MMO. I'm sorry, buddies. Maybe next game. Neither Steam pages are live, but they should be approved. Like, one is completely approved. We can go live any point, but the game doesn't look good enough yet. The other one I submitted today, but also doesn't look good enough yet. And maybe we're not gonna, like, we may end up dropping out last minute with it still. I hope not, but it might be possible that the game isn't going to be enough game on time. That's how it is, but it will have at least one game. So I don't know which game you guys want first. Desktop Island, Idle Together, or Net Profits? Hey, Hans Hartman, weren't you the guy hating? I thought you didn't like us anymore. Where is he? Tornatico. I'm not gonna watch his videos, don't worry. Bam. Bam. Hans. No, I don't want this. Where is he? Is he here? Here he is. Here. No? Did you delete your comment? I'm gonna find it. I even responded, I think. I'm just joking, dude. Don't joke with me. I have a hitman actively searching for you. Seems like I can't find it anymore. Oh well. Don't expose me. I'm gonna show both. Dark Morning's gonna get you. I see everything. Happy again, you're releasing your games. Are any of those made with the Bevy engine? VMtura, I'm sorry. What makes you... They're not Bevy games. No, my Twitch chat doesn't drop in. Oh no, you did. You did. I think a lot has to happen in life for me to start making Bevy games. I do not think it's going to happen in this lifetime or the next one, unfortunately. So yeah, since we're going to talk about games, we can put on the timer. So let's start with the first game, Desktop Island Idle Together. Let's start with this one. There's a reason the Steam pages are not live yet. Oh, I need to go to the parent item. Because some of the art is not good enough yet. I'm aware of that. Like, general descriptions are fine. Screenshots still need to be updated because we need to do more visual work. So I'm just gonna share it. The screenshots are so ass. We have some... These rocks have been changed since. These were... For some reason, Thomas thought it was a good idea to just scale them up 2x. And I'm like, why do these rocks look so bad? And then I had to scale them down. So I think I'm going to make this logo bigger as well for the Steam capsule. And maybe throw a border around it. I'm not sure yet. Desktop Island is a co-op live sim to be enjoyed through both an active or idle playstyle. Play solo or with up to 5 friends to restore your island and create a communal hub. Meet the inhabitants, choose your profession, master the progression, and gather resources to build your dream island. So do I not have any bottom? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Please tell me I can find another. Is this crop pollution? So one problem with these screenshots is that they're not there. There's something very big missing here from these screenshots. Like I said, these screenshots are not up to date. Why does it have desktop in the title? Yep. You can't tell it from the screenshots, because I swear I had 2 screenshots in here. I'm starting the game up on Steam. I want to show you guys. Desktop Island, your capsule, commissioned from Big Capsule. It's commissioned from Big Capsule, and it's the reason why I never want to make... or like, I don't want to work with capsule artists again. Okay, let me... Let me switch to this monitor. Let me pause my Skyrim music here. Okay, this is a little bit of an older build. This is like 2 weeks old at this point. But the general thing should work. Okay, so how I pitch this is it's Stardew Valley co-op as a desktop idler. So let's make a new world. Call it Bite Gang. Okay, and as you can see now, I'm automatically in the floating window modes. I can change this to, because I think it's just what I was playing as earlier. You guys want to see something cursed? Okay, so imagine this is stuck to the bottom of my screen. There are some issues with the window management stuff. Why does it keep changing every time I click it? It keeps... God damn it, I'm gonna... Like, the moment I click... Okay, it's here. Perfect. It's gone. Why does it keep doing this? Anyways. You can play and like... Please don't disappear. Okay, so you can play it as like... I need to make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay, no, it doesn't. You can play it as like a floating window. I can do it on this screen, actually. This is going to be better. The clock has been made smaller. So it's your little desktop idler. So here, I can select now. I can go woodcutting. I want to get some birch logs. And now it's going to automatically... The clock is so big. It's automatically going to go and chop some birch logs for me. Oh, this is still the old UI. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to chop some wood. This is a very rough build. Unity would be better, probably. But the idea is you can play it mainly as an idler. We also have notification on. Okay, this looks dog shit. And then you can also just play it full screen. So yeah, this is full screen. Here. Oh my god, it keeps changing window. Isn't this way too complicated for an AI game? For an idle game. This is not... I don't know why it keeps changing. I'm gonna just quit. This is making me cry. And I'm gonna just tell Thomas it keeps switching. Yeah, the screenshots. I think the problem is because I can't get it working right now because it like always has those offsets. This is an asset pack. The main art, the capsule art is commissioned. So the game is actually, this has been in development for a long time, like 7 months, because we kind of missed the previous Next Fest. You shouldn't see it as an active game as much. I think I want to drop the word active maybe. It's an idle game that you can also play actively, kind of. And this was developed around the same time by pure coincidence, so I wasn't the only one with the idea. It's inspired by these co-working games, where the pitch is, you put it on auto start, kind of like a My Virtual Friend or something. And I have it running, I have the little farm, and then Thomas wakes up, and then Thomas auto joins, and we're both working on the little farm to make it bigger and prettier. And one big thing is there's no servers. So you can play, even if the other like host, the guy who originally made the server, if they're not online, you can still play. It's going to get synced. There's some pretty neat networking solutions in there for how we merge, kind of, or like don't have to merge if someone plays offline. So that was kind of the thing. That was the whole thing that this game hinged on. If we couldn't get the multiplayer working like that way, where there's no host, we wouldn't have started like development on this game. Here, Desktop Island. Because that's the biggest problem that I had with Stardew Valley co-op. Is like, oh, we're gonna start a Stardew Valley island together, and then one guy hosts, and the moment that that guy can't play for like one day, it's like, okay, now nobody can play. So the idea is, it's a deep game. You should see this more compared to like a Melver Idol. Like, you know, a game that you want to have 1,000 hours in. Not 1,000, but like minimum 100, probably even more, like 100, 200 hours, where it goes deep, 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 deep. And it's very slow, where you will get a speed boost if you play actively, but it is mainly designed to be played more passively. And then you have your whole town, you have the different NPCs you interact with. The game has been scope creep to hell. I had a meeting with Thomas yesterday. We're adding capybaras as well, because why not? Thomas has been like, just for the last few months, while I was busy on M198, I couldn't really give this game much attention, which is why the game visually, like these screenshots are cherry picked. And the visuals of the UI especially, and also like you see like how the water here doesn't like nicely connect. This is what I'm going to have to spend the next 3 weeks on. Because for the last 4 months, Thomas has been scope creeping this game mechanically. The game is mechanically very deep. I'm gonna scream there's gonna be capybaras. They're gonna be capybaras because they're going to be how you automate stuff. So that's one thing that we were thinking about. Okay, so you can kind of min-max this game by just having 6 people play it. Because then you have 6 times as fast you can do resources. And the idea is that like mid-game, you're going to unlock the capybaras who will become like automated, as in like they will also go mining or whatever for you. Don't make it too complicated. It's an idle game. You play it on the side. Yeah, but you can play it. It's kind of deep-ish. I think that's kind of the problem with having given Thomas so much time, because I couldn't work on this. So he just kept himself busy adding more mechanics. Reddit maxing with the capybaras exploited workers. Capybaras are evergreen content. I saw the capybaras and I'm like, let's go. So this is the first thing. I think the Steam capsule is pretty neat. Basically, AFK Stardew Valley. Yeah, Stardew Valley co-op as a co-op idler. Stardew Valley co-op as an idler is like how I pitched it. Then we do a feature freeze, capybara workers. Hi, William. It's just one small thing. Oh, hey, Stefan. How's it going as well? Did they add a capybara? Oh, they did add a capybara tag. But yeah, the game now just needs visual and a lot of UI stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next game. How's the wishlist so far? This store page is not live yet because the game visually is not strong enough. I have like a trailer. It's going to look like ass, I think. This is so bad still. This was made just for the Steam page approval. Because also like the multiplayer also had some issues. Next game revealed. Next games, 2 games. This is the first one, so you want to stick around, Stefan, for a little bit longer. So what do we have here? Co-op live sim, active or idle playstyle. We still need to do some stuff. Oh, this is your actual game. What do you mean, Scorpion Dev? Yeah, this is the first reveal. I was talking to Thomas and we were like, oh, should we wait until the Steam page goes live? He actually wanted to do like a big devlog and everything, but we didn't get around to it. And I'm like, the wish list we get from viewers is so low anyway. They're like, I can just talk about this game now with you guys. It's going to go live in like the next week or something, probably once the visuals are a bit better and I can actually make a decent trailer. So you choose like professions of like, I'm going to be the woodchopper. And then like you have one other person join and he's going to focus mainly on for example, mining. Because all of these mining, they all have like upgrades. Kind of like how in RuneScape, you have like the RuneScape also like level 1 to 99. Once again, it's kind of like Melver Idol. So you go further. And then, okay, I'm also still missing some GIFs here. But yeah, it's not really a farming sim. Like, we have plants, we have cooking. I know we have all of that shit, but it's not as in-depth in that regard. It's more on like the idle aspect within the cozy thing. So yeah. How will it find an audience? So that's the kind of thing, it needs to be demo. I think part of it is it's gonna be the friend swap effect of like, it's gonna pre-price low, $5 probably, with the idea of you're gonna buy this for up to 5 boys or girls. And that's kind of the thing for Unicycle Pizza Time as well. Like one person buys, it's gonna get more. Do I still have the original pitch for this? I want to see if I can find this, because I think this could be a banger where I pitch this to the boys. Can I find like PPTX? Maybe it's in OneDrive. Where is the desktop part coming? You can play it as a desktop idler. Would the devlog cover? No, the devlog would be a very normie devlog, but we're not doing the devlog because we didn't end up recording it. Desktop island. Yes, I have the pitch deck. Okay, so this is how I pitched the idea to the boys of, are we making this, yes or no? I think the fonts, this was a better font. The font didn't get saved, so it kind of looks a little bit bad. Okay. Let me run you through this. I need to change my display. Does this work again? You can set up your here monitor 1. Let's put this one. Start from beginning. Okay, welcome everybody to my pitch for Desktop Island, a cozy co-op desktop village builder. This was made, I think, in December 2025. I think. So a lot of these things are kind of overcome by events, but still, I want to still show you through this. The elevator pitch. Desktop Island is a co-op desktop idler where you and your friends have distinct professions to contribute to the village, gather resources and upgrade the village, and spend time together even when far apart. So this was an important decision. This is where you can see immediately from the start. I can do like laser pointer. This was immediately like that co-working. I think On Together wasn't announced, or it definitely wasn't released back then. When this came in as well. Okay. The game is designed to be mostly played idle, with your character automatically doing their work. Manual overrides can be done to walk around the world and hang out with friends. So for example, you can sit on a horse, you can sit on a bench, you can give gifts to each other. Can you chat in game? I hope right now, no. It's something we've thought about. Here. My face is kind of in the way. So 1 to 6 player co-op, priced at $5, release dates March 2026. I think realistically now we're looking at a late July, early August kind of thing. Think of it as Stardew Valley Co-op as a desktop idler. So this pitch was there from day one. Stardew Valley Co-op as a desktop idler. Okay, so visuals, it's the bottom of the screen. Always visible and running, can be pinned to the foreground, fixed height. We actually do have zoom, navigate left, right, top, bottom. We got more gameplay windows as well. Does the game have progression? Like, it has progression in what you can mine. So for example, you can't mine certain ores until you're like high enough level. Okay, gameplay. We have 3 main pillars: gather, expand, and interact. Gather. Your character will automatically perform its job with manual interaction, giving a bonus. So things like you can go chop wood, you can find fish, you can farm, you can mine, things like that. Expand. Resources are shared between everyone. There's a global inventory. There's no like storage chests and whatever. And you upgrade your town hall. So this is not really a prestige. It's just like every town hall level requires more and more resources, but every level that your town hall or community house or whatever you call it improves, you get more decoration, you unlock new parts of the island, you unlock new professions, all of that stuff. Mac's does not support. This is Windows only, unfortunately. So things like, for example, pets. There's a cat you can pet, capybaras, as I mentioned before, and more like that. And then here, when you log in, you automatically connect to the village. So this is the social aspect. You can walk up to the other players, interact with them. You can have the emotes. We don't have chat, but we have gifting right now. Okay, so the scope. I don't know, man. The scope, this is very... I think we have everything here. Multiplayer connectivity was first thing. Walking around, whatever. Let's talk about the bonus. We have crafting. We don't have underground mines, although Thomas had a plan for that. Prestige system, we're not doing this, as far as I know. Co-professions. We kind of have this. Camera mode, we have this. Day-night cycle, we don't. Seasons, we do. NPCs, we do. Side quests, we do. We've been scope creeping this, just because I kind of ignored Thomas for 3.5 months, and he just kept building. Opportunities. So this is why I think the game was a good fit for Bite Me. Step number 1. This is a genre that could be a CCU monster. Because we're doing 2 things. It's a desktop idler. Idlers are always good games for CCU because you're playing these games the entire time. A game like a Unicycle Pizza Time, you play for an hour or something, and then you turn the game off. The goal with a game like Desktop Village, or Desktop Island now is the name, is you don't turn it off. It keeps running. CCO goes up. Bonus, multiplayer incentive. It's not just one person playing this, it's going to be you and your friends. Let's say another three or something. So this is a game that can kind of dominate on trending free and new and trending charts. New and trending is money based. I know that now, but like trending free is mainly CCU based. Nextfest also has a category for CCU. So that's kind of the idea of why we think like this game can work marketing, because YouTube content creator wise, this game would not perform well. This is not a content creator game. This is a game that would need to be marketed through other ways. Like for example, the fact that this can pull in algorithmically on Steam pretty good numbers. Easy to reiterate, a working base version can be made in less than 1 week, and when we dogfood it throughout development, adding features we ourselves want. So if dogfooding means that you play the game yourself a lot during development. This didn't work as much as we actually did it to. And a meaningful distinction, while there are lots of desktop idlers, there's only a handful with multiplayer supports, as the genre is still pretty young. I still think to this day there are not that many multiplayer desktop idlers. Maybe there's a reason for that. I think the reason for most people is just technical complexity, as in how do you sync stuff and how do you not make it be like, oh, there has to be one host and all of that basically, which we did end up solving. And then here we have Krzyzewski popping in. Idle games are S tier, the Steam meta. Risks, marketing, here. YouTube coverage may not work as well. So, oh yeah, I was going to do short form content. So far, we haven't done that yet. But this is, I think, a genre that also short form wise would perform pretty well. Multiplayer is an inherent risk to multi-mechanical complexity, should be fine. And then here, art, well, this is all done with an asset pack. We are locking ourselves in with pixel art is a problem as well that we didn't know. I think the pixel art asset pack that we are using, luckily they have been pushing a lot of extra updates since we started development. We also reached out to the artist of the asset pack, but she does not do custom commissions, unfortunately. Pacing. I didn't write anything else. Okay. Okay, so this was done on the 28th of November, 2025. And then on the 5th of December, I think this was later, we kind of decided, are we doing this, yes or no? And the rest of this timeline you can just fucking ignore because we hit nothing. And that's it. That was my presentation. Thank you very much for watching. So this is what I gave to the boys. Both me and then Thomas and William, we all sat in a group and I just went through this. It looked prettier because I had to write font. I'm missing a font now, which is why it looks like this. Does one player own the village and others join in? Or how does the shared world work and who owns the upgrades? The way it works is every world is a private Steam workshop that is shared with all your friends on Steam. Not just your friends, I think. So you can pull, basically, whoever is the first person, if there is not an active session going on, whoever is first will then pull the latest version of the Steam workshop, spin up a server locally, whoever they are, and then using Steam networking, if someone else joins them, they start their computer, they're going to see, is there already a server running for this Steam workshop map? In case yes, okay, I'm going to join it. And then if the original host leaves, we have host migration. So the host just gets sent over to the next guy who joins second. And then once he closes, everything gets written back to the Steam Workshop. So that's kind of the way. I think this is an oversimplification, but that's kind of what it boils down to. So the game has workshop support, technically, but you cannot send like your own stuff to the Steam Workshop. Like, it's not like you can add mods and things like that. So that's kind of the mode. I think Thomas talked about this before. This game is a big risk, but we can take the risk now of like, either this game is going to be the $1 million game and we have product market fit with like the idea of, hey, a desktop idler that's co-op is going to actually be something people want, or it's going to end up with 4 concurrent users. I think there is no in between. And Thomas thinks so as well. So either this becomes our next Magical Girl Guardians, because we cannot deliver upon the game. Like, the pixel art was a big question mark there as well. Or if we can pull this off, I think it can work. I think the Steam capsule, right now, I think the biggest problem that I had with Thomas, it's a little bit better already with like some of the screenshots, like this one. It used to look so much worse with like the old screenshots for approval. Like, let's say like this one looks kind of bad. If you look at the Steam capsule, I think the Steam capsule is 10 out of 10. I can actually show it even bigger. But the screenshot is kind of a crime compared to the capsule. And that's something I will have and I want to fix in the next weeks, basically, before it's live. Let me check. Desktop, island, assets, promo art. So this is the like big piece of art that we got commissioned. We got this. I think this looks really nice. And like perfectly encapsulates the fantasy of like, I have guy with pickaxe. So Chris Zukowski would already love this. And then you can see like multiple people to indicate that it's multiplayer. It's hella cozy. So yeah. So yeah, patrons have known about this game for like months at this point. Would you guys just extend the game post-release to keep small? The scope, everything that's code-wise is implemented. It's mainly the art that's the big problem now, and then like pacing, balancing, whatever. But like feature-wise, we've had like 3-4 points where like, yeah, we really should stop adding stuff because we have so much stuff that might even not be needed. Like you can see, like these are your professions: mining, fishing, woodcutting, carpentry, harvesting, smithing. Like goes pretty deep. Our upgrades character based. So your skills are based on the character. The village upgrades are like kind of just decoration, and like your town hall level is shared. Is it a single island type? It's a single island. There's no procedural generation. After we did Forge Industry, we swore to ourselves we're never going to do procedural generation again, because it's just so many problems to make it look good, and then you have to do like a lot of semi-manual anyway. So yeah. Isn't a multiplayer stiff very risky? Like, what if things get bugged? Hasn't happened so far. We can't seem to break it. Maybe things will go wrong. We'll fix it then. On together, yeah. Adding chat is not hard. The question is just, do we want to add it? That's kind of thing. I think we can add chat in a day. Less than a day even. Is this the capsule artist you had issues with? Yes. So this capsule artist was Red Potion Studios. I would ask you guys to do yourself a favor and not work with them, unfortunately. Their capsule art looks very good. I've been like looking at them for a long time. Unfortunately, I have had lots of problems with delivery and communication, and I'm not the only developer. After I like complained about it in our Discord, like I think 3 or 4 other developers also like were in like, yeah, he was a nightmare to work with. So I wouldn't give them my money. Why would I not give them my money? I'm not gonna show DMs, but basically things like the logo, there was 0 communication. I gave them a document of like, hey, oh, I think I actually have it. Here we go. Desktop Island capsule brief. So I gave them some information. Desktop Island idle together. Principal art. Kind of, this was my sketch of like what I wanted the game. I'd like the capsule to look like. Some examples of other capsules. The logo, they did zero communication with me with. I heard nothing from them for 3 weeks. Or like they first did the main like principal art and like sketches. Then I heard nothing from them for 3 weeks. And then they suddenly had the, hey, your order is completed, kind of. And I'm like, weren't you going to make variants of the logo? We never talked about the logo at all. And then they kind of just shitposted, gave me 4 options. And we moved on. So yeah, they cost 400 euros. In this case, I don't think this looks like an AI capsule. Yeah, fixed world feels better because you can polish it a lot more, and that's what we need as well. It kind of does. I don't think. I think this looks like AI, or is it? This is not it. I wish you the best of luck to make this in AI. How you learned that multiplayer stuff with Workshop? Just experience. We've done Steam multiplayer before, we've done Steam Workshop before. Now we just did both of them together. Yeah. It was such a bad experience. I just paid them, like with the logo stuff. I'm not really happy with this, but I just paid them to be done with it. I just never wanted to interact with them again. I'm like, okay, here's your money. Just give me the files. It's acceptable enough. But I will never work with them again. So yeah. This was the shirt thing for Next Fest. Yes. So yeah. Orc Spearman, can you please send me some of your games? Just so I can learn what a good capsule should look like. I'm looking forward to hearing back. You are not the first to notice, Gooder that are Cooter. I wonder if it would be better if the word island was white. I don't know. Okay, here. Fuck it. Okay, so I got this. Suddenly like, hey, good morning. I get the whole thing. And then like, hey, whilst we're happy, it's okay, we're not 100% happy. It lacks some depth. This was in regard to the logo. I kind of expect we get a few simple drafts in terms of layout we could go with, similar to the main art. And then how much later was this? It was like 5 days later. And it's like, what are some of these? Like this one I lost my fucking shit when they sent me this as a sample logo. What do you mean? You just put the fucking smiley face in here. When I saw this as like their logo suggestion, I was like, okay, I'm just paying these guys and I'm moving on because we're not getting anywhere with this. I think it was just so stupid. Like they made this in 3 seconds. Number 5 is diabolical, right? Like some of these are like, okay, it's like a sketch still. But like you see like the difference between like this first one. I think they just added like a little bit of shadow, right? Yeah, like the shadow version. But yeah, and then I was just like, okay, I sent them the money. And I'm like, we'll make it work. Because usually this takes more time. What do you mean it took 5 days for them to respond? Because this was the 27th of January and I got a response 5 days later. I think they did for the main logo. Yeah, so for the main logo, I did get these versions. I'll move it a bit around. So I do have like the things. And then you see, this was a communication. I'm like, okay, let's go from A. This was the 14th of January. And then boom, a week later we get this. They made 5-in-1 go. Halrix, I think you're stupid. I'm sorry. You've been making so many stupid remarks this whole thing. What do you mean? They made 5-in-1 go. You know they can batch things, right? They're not going to send me a DM every single day of like, hey, this is option 1. Wait a day. Day number 2. They're going to send me another message. Hey, this is logo option 2. They're going to give all of them at the same time. It's like saying this is AI generated because they gave me 3 in 1 image. What are we doing here? Come on. Try to keep up. It's been 5 days. Cozy, yeah. This one, I think they all looked really good at the end of the day. Like the main composition ones, I can't really complain about. It's just the logo that I don't think.
What do you think of my idea?
They actually had like good to work with.
Take care of guinea pigs. Me, Dev.
Didn't you know about the person before making deal with him? Yeah, because they have been around for a long time, Red Potion Studios. It's not like they are a new studio. So yeah. I knew about their quality. I didn't know about the way they work, kind of. Do you have a go-to capsule artist? No. We'll talk about that with the second game. So, I also got a question. Thanks you, the Nafta L7U for the €5 super chat. What do you guys think of my idea for a first commercial game? Game where you take care of guinea pigs. Me, Dev, and my wife, technical artist, 6 to 12 months. I think guinea pigs, it's like we were talking about it earlier with capybaras. It's like one of those cheat codes. Where I think if you have cute guinea pigs, you can do it. I think it's like the capybara onsen. I feel like if you go something like the style of a capybara spa, this but guinea pigs, and I think you should be solid. Basically, I think it's a very similar thing you can look at. The Megabonk artist, yeah, I forgot his name. He's actually a biter. The problem is he takes like 3 weeks to do a Steam capsule, and it's more than $1,000. And then if you combine, takes 3 weeks, it's $1,000. You're not the only guy looking for a capsule artist. You're looking at 3 months lead times. There was another artist I wanted to work with originally for MO98, Deadpix. This guy. Their website is pain to look at. They also, once again, very good. They work very well. The problem is, where is it? Like, for example, also All Hail the Orb was made by Deadpix. Very good quality. The problem is you're not the only guy. We had to wait, I think it was about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks to get the capsule. And we were in a quiet period. It's only gotten worse. That's what I mean when I talk about like big capsule. Of like, and you're still paying a lot of money. I think he also raised his prices recently because they can't afford to raise prices. Because right now, this used to be like $100 less, I think. We're not doing any trains. Can we see like an older version? I think they went up like $100 minimum since I reached out to them. Take a look at October last year. Yeah, so they went up they went $250 up in like, what is this? 9th of October, in half a year. Because they can just afford to, because they have too many people. Because no matter how much money you throw at it, it's going to take the same amount of time anyway to make a capsule. More money doesn't mean faster capsule. There is a fixed time to making a good capsule. And that's kind of the problem where right now the capsule costs are kind of inflating. And I think to a certain degree, if you're making on your first games, I think it's stupid to spend €700 on a Steam capsule. Yes, a Steam capsule is important. But I think once you're reaching like near a month of rent prices for a Steam capsule, I think you need to take a step back and ask yourself, like, what are we doing here? When I started game development, Steam capsules were about €250, €300. We're talking about new games, T-Bag again. So for example, a Forge Industries Steam capsule, which I think still to this day is very good. This was No, you can't see it. This was $190 for this Steam capsule. We brought the logo ourselves. I would expect key art at this price, not just capsule. Maybe. Steam capsule is suffering from inflation. I think 100%. Where this was the thing we had with MO98 as well. If we're going to spend $700 on a capsule, there is actual value in just taking a day and trying to see if you could make a capsule yourself first. Because that's what I had as well. When I was faced with paying $700, this whole game didn't cost $700 to make in assets. Our OST was like $250. Our assets were free, all of them. And then we're going to spend 3 times our total development costs on like just one capsule. It's like, yeah, capsules are important, but are they that important? Not to me. At least not to the point where I feel like spending money on a capsule still doesn't guarantee anything. And I think at the rates people are charging right now, I think it's stupid. Yeah, it depends on where the artist is from. But once again, what is the benefit? Like, I think the value proposition just isn't there anymore. Yeah, they need $2,000 for capsule art, but do they offer $2,000 worth of capsule art? I know, like, I was reading like recently, like the Soulstone Survivors capsule. This one costs $7,500. I'm not sure if it's this one. They used to have an older capsule. And it's like, if you spend $7,500 on a Steam capsule, I think we need to ask ourselves some questions of like, what are we doing here? And it's like, does it make sense to spend that much money on a capsule? Probably not. Of like, does it look nice? Yeah, it's like capsule and logo, of course, but like, even then, it's so much. So yeah, but at this point, my general meta is you do not need a capsule artist. You may actually have a better return on investment just spending 3 days to figure out making a capsule yourself. Take away a 0. Max 500 above is a scam. And that's the problem. It's hard to find much that's good above under 500. Yeah. I think more demand because of what I call like big capsule. People like Krzyzkowski being like, oh, you need a Steam capsule and all of that. The question is, are you spending $7,000 on Steam capsule, or are you spending 3 months of runway for yourself? Like, you know, if you have the budget. Oh, hey Kai, how's it going? We're gonna talk about your game in like a few minutes, because this is gonna be a good transition. This is a great transition, honestly. Stick around if you can. I'm gonna wrap up because I have like 45 minutes left to stream or something like that. And we still have to talk about the second game, because there's 2. So here, this capsule was commissioned back in end of January, early February, when I was still not capsule black built. And I vowed to myself, after that experience and then not being able to find anything for MO98, I'm just gonna make capsules myself. Because I think from a financial perspective, I do not think that a capsule, like a $7,000 or like even $1,000 capsule, this is my hot take, will not recoup compared to a $200 capsule, so to say. There are so high diminishing returns at that point. So let's talk about the second game. That is also, it's called Net Profits. What do you guys expect from a game titled Net Profits? I want to hear in chat. What do you think Net Profits is about? Yeah, also with MO98, indeed, you proved that like that you can work with a Steam capsule. It's an incremental. Good job, Revolver. You could have guessed that without me giving you a name. Fishing. Money game. It's about money. Dating sim with an auditor. That's a good idea. Stock market. Something economy game related. I fixed that, Falco nerd. Thank you. Incremental business manager game. Let's just take a look at it. It is indeed a fishing game. Let's take a look. This is a custom capsule I threw together yesterday. Because this page is still in approval right now. I submitted this store pitch a few hours ago. The screenshots are still rough. As you can see, there's like placeholder values. So net profits. Run an illegal fishing company in this short incremental management game. More on that later. Deplete the sea of organic life, drill for oil, expand into foreign waters, and fend off local militaries. The environment is yours to profit, so stop for nothing. Holy shit, is this a Bite Me game? Both of these are Bite Me games. Net profits, I get it now. Right? I loved it. I loved it so much. It's a fishing game and it has nets in it. So, where does this game... I did not expect this. This game is kind of more of the spiritual successor to MO98. MO98 we looked at Execute, but what if like more like parody style? And then we ran into some problems, of course, with MO98, but there were some things that people really enjoyed as well. One of the things people enjoyed a lot was this. Even though this was a purely cosmetic thing, the 3D visualization of our incremental game, where as player count rose, the amount of players visible here in your little preview also didn't work. Halidix, can you show me one of your games? I'm getting really sick of you and just hating on everything. Otherwise, I feel like it's time to go and take a hike. Because I feel like you have only been crying the entire live stream. Feels to me, and don't kill him for this, net profits will look better in low poly. Wait for it. So we had this thing. People liked it, and I thought like, okay, what if we take it a step further? Incremental game with a 3D viewport. That's how I get here. And I actually have it open on Unity as well. Sorry, running negative. Dude, do you have friends? I'm sorry, but I would not want to hang out with you. You know Tornet is making a fishing game. Who? I'm not sure. I saw Thomas Stewart is making a fishing game. So these screenshots are very rough. Because this is the game that we might be doing I don't know, William. I want to make this game into Next Fest, but it may be too much. We're working together with Ink Ribbon on the art here. So this is like the UI. I'm just gonna show this in Unity because I have this open anyway. I think we need to sit down and note. Yeah. Rushing Bad, iHusky. I don't know. It worked for MO98. So yeah, Ink Ribbon is the guy for the 3D art because I was like, makes me think of satellite imaging. Sub-Zero. If only this was called satellite view. It's fend off, not fend off. I see. That should be easy fix. Yeah, also here we do not have any GIFs yet. So, let's run this. I think the first glance vibes are pretty good. Net profits. I'm gonna start from 0. New game. Okay. Our company is called Binary Dynasty. Fuck it, sure. You can have a vision statement. This is just some company customization thing. We wanted something. You can make your own flag. This is a very rough like prototype. So, but like for example, We can enable, and then let's make this the big background banner flag. Make it black. Okay, this is our company logo now. Maybe add a CRT effect. Black Ops style logos. You got me, Goragar. We're gonna add more. We're gonna have it stuck at 5 layers, but it's kind of also inspired by the Minecraft banner system. With this. Okay. So you make your flag. Let's register our company. Okay, so now we're in the game. So you can see this is actual like top down. I'm using WASD to navigate around here. These are some work in progress assets. These are like dry docks, which is where you construct new ships. There is like a lot missing. So you have your currency up here, and you have some stats. There will be a CRT shader, yep. So it has like PSX graphics, but then they have like a pixelated thing. You kind of can't see it because I'm kind of, I'm gonna override how deep I can zoom in just for you guys. Let me see, what was it here? Minimum zoom, let's put this at 10. So you shouldn't be able to go. Yeah, so like, okay, the ship is kind of in the water, whoopsie. But like these are the PSX, and then they have like point filtering on top of it. You're not supposed to be able to zoom in this much. Okay. So then we can. You should only be able to like buy one when you start. We can spawn new ships. These would first get constructed, then appear, and then these will go. And they will start fishing. So this guy's fishing right now. He's fishing, fishing, fishing. He's gonna fill up on biomass. Oh, I forgot to talk about that even. And then once this guy is done, right, William? It's gonna take some time. He's fishing. Yeah, it's going to go back to one of these like poke points. These are drop-off points. So he's going to unload on biomass. He's going to go up on fuel. I can see it here on my console. You can see like, oh, there was more biomass now. And then he's gonna go back to fishing. Biomass, oh, you can see it here. We now have 120 biomass. So it kind of went up a little bit. Increases. And then biomass needs to be grinded. And then you can sell it. And there's more stuff. You have different kind of ships for the different resources. There's going to be oil refinery. So that's kind of the thing. Why is it PSX graphics? Because the goal is to make this an evil game. Kind of. That's the whole inspiration. This is Execute, but for fishing. In terms of, like, the comically evil of, like, deplete the sea of organic life. You're not fishing, you're just obtaining biomass to sell. You go and find other militias. What am I inspired by? I'm inspired by, of course, real life events of massive overfishing in illegal waters. Not illegal waters, in yeah. If you've read the news in the last few months. Why is this Spanish? What is this kind of... Who makes news articles like this? Anyways. This is kind of what it was inspired by. Well, you have reefs to dredge. I don't think we have reefs, but that's a good idea. Also to like just destroy stuff. So that's kind of the idea. The problem is right now, it is, like I said, we have a lot of systems implemented, like standalone, but nothing ties together. So for example, we also have like, oh, you're going to be able to upgrade your ships based on like the resources you have. Or you can be like, hey, I want to make it faster, or I want to increase my biomass capacity, or things like that. Maybe a passive clicker on the reefs. We want to make it less idle. Also, Stefan, I don't know if you're still here. I ripped this UI from you. You're welcome. I like the idea of like you can spawn the different skiffs with like the buttons and all of that. Will there be police? There will be. And you can, there's going to be like cruisers that you can use to defend your own fleet. You can send in missiles. It goes kind of like, you know, there will be military boats you need to fend off. You can also go, so that's the thing, you're gonna have ships, which is the passive spawning, and then abilities. We don't have any of these shown here, but this is, for example, just the thing of like, you have these abilities on the side that you can spawn. So we would have the same thing. As in, like, for example, there would be an ability that you can take over, and this is what you can actively select. You can be like, hey, this is a civilian ship. I now want one of my cruisers to attack it, kill the fleet. We'll probably not use the word kill, and then turn it into a mobile refueling station so that my ships, if they don't have fuel, but they do still have capacity, they can, instead of going all the way back to the harbor, they can just go to a closer refueling point. That is why, for example, as well, we have the tanker ships. So the tanker ships are kind of like mobile fueling ports as well. I think these look really good. They do still ignore the terrain. You upgrade the ships. You upgrade the ships, you upgrade the harbor, and you can upgrade the operations. So the harbor has a bunch of buildings like dry docks, biomass storage, fuel storage, and more. The other ones just aren't implemented yet. Those get upgraded. There is not going to be a traditional skill tree. The upgrades are going to look a little bit different in that regard. You can prestige, but prestiging is going to be fixed, and every prestige is going to come with a unique new harbor. So there's going to be like 7 in total. It's kind of a thing of like 7 regions that you start at. And every time you build out a new harbor, but like the next prestige, for example, this harbor would have space for a bigger dry dock for larger ships, for example. And that's kind of the idea there. And of course, because we wanted this game to feel like, once again, like UI-based control-wise, that's why, for example, this kind of feels like Linux-y. The game is inspired by Arch Linux UI, basically. That's where the color palette comes from. That's where all of that comes from. And we're like, if we're here, yeah, like, I think the overall UI is like, okay, I think we could go a little bit harder on the CRT stuff, but we don't want to go too hard in it. For M198 with Bomb Duster, of course. Everyone knows and loves Bomb Duster. All my homies love Bomb Duster. But what do we add instead of Bomb Duster? And this was more when we were still leaning into the explicitly stated Chinese thing. Well, of course we... William, why is this broken? Unable to sort because the iComparer method returns inconsistent. I'm gonna send you a log, William. You broke the game. This is so sad. Why is this broken? Restart it. The restart does nothing. I'm gonna change the... Oh, did you remove Bite Me? The second left button. Oh. No. Nothing is working. I'm gonna restart the level. 1 second. Restart scene. Yeah. Go back to Bite Me Dynasty. Okay, now it works. So we even have the different... Someone mentioned Fishjong. So if you've ever played Mahjong, you can now see... Oh, I'm still getting better at this. This is a battleship as the Minesweeper equivalent. We end up adding Mahjong, and we even have like hints. We've been entertaining ourselves. I promise this didn't take too long to implement. But yeah, so if you know the rules of Mahjong, if you don't know, we have like a little pop-up as well you can use. Are these making it for next fest? That is the plan right now. And my goal is to release both games before Mining and Dwarves. That's the like later game plan. It was my Sunday off. So this is the other game that we're working on. I like the main menu. I don't know. It just has that vibe. What do you mean finally? Ich bin Hama. That thing clicks out. Oh yeah, we can do that. A dwarf game? We have no dwarf games. So yeah, this is what we've been up to. And then the plan for the next few weeks is just to work on this. We're going to work on this on live streams as well, both games. Because both of them have... No, Ich bin Hammer, that's not my game. It's someone else's game. Mining and Dwarfs is the game name, but it's releasing end of August, and I want to release both games before then. It's made by a viewer as well. So yeah, both of these games still have some work. But also, I think, you need to keep in mind, I'm doing this full time. I've been making games for a few years. I know now what I've been capable with M198. So I think Forge Industries is a dwarf game, as in there's a dwarf on the Steam capsule, but that's about it. When is tomorrow's work stream? It's gonna be in the morning. Yeah. I'm gonna announce it after this live stream, basically. Is the current plan. But it should be pretty early morning. The pixelated look of the game. Yeah, I could increase the pixelated look. So actually, let's talk about the capsule. The Steam capsule, I don't think I made any changes, is just a game scene. So this, why can I not? Oh. I'm stuck in 2D mode, that's why. The fuck am I? Okay, here. So this is the Steam capsule, basically. It's just a game scene, and then this is a fixed camera that I do not change. Is the UI placeholder? No. I'm expecting fishing nets. We just don't have like a fishing net model behind it, basically, as it's. But yeah, where is it here? Global volume. We originally, I don't know if this is going to be very visible. I can make this visible. So this is what we right now use for the Steam capsule. I also tried it with like, oh, this is too much. With like this. This is more pixelated. Like I can change like how pixelated it is basically. But I wasn't sure if making it pixelated was the right move here. Can you click a ship? Yeah. That's the idea, that you can just follow it. It's pretty dark, but that's also intentional. I think the main problem is that the current game is kind of too light. Oh, this is actually the Steam capsule. The other one was for the Steam icon. So yeah, I just made it in, and then this way I can still like change, like, I want to change some stuff. I want to make it more bright. It's like the secondary light. Gold text and border capsule is done. You're joking, but I also have a canvas that I can just like in game play with basically. If I'm like, this logo is a little bit too big, I can just rescale it. I can move it around here to kind of just get a feeling for like the composition already. So yeah. And this is what I mean with, I could spend $700 on a Steam capsule. The lack of sky is not giving. Yeah, it's like a PSX skybox I have right now. But for $700, this is Chinese. You should be able to see it's Seamus. Did Steam reject the Chinese text? So the Chinese text right now, I actually do not have it on the Steam page, as you can see. I'm going to add it later. I removed it for now just so they can't be annoying. But this is kind of the Chinese is basically, it means the same thing. It's like profits on the seas. Very rough translation. It's like, I'm keeping it as kind of the Chinese version. Similar to, for example, like how a lot of games do this. Like they have like a stylized version of their title, like Cabin Factory, for example. They have like the Japanese Cabin Factory underneath it. I think Storebound. Maybe they got rid of it. They used to have it. Like a bunch of other games had it that way, and that's kind of the idea I want to go as well. Wait, is this game about illegal Chinese fishermen? Mm-hmm. Isn't it kind of politically incorrect? What if Chinese people get offended? Then that happens. I've already offended one person, so I think we're gonna make it a little bit less on the nose, but it's still part of what the idea is about. If we make it politically correct, the game wouldn't work to the same degree. Is also a problem. Like, what is it the senator says? Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. You can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs, Jack. I think it adds a lot to the logo. Yeah, I know as well, because I designed the logo first with like the rest basically built in. Any whale hunting? No, because we actually do not we have no discrepancy between fish. Because you're just grinding it up and selling it anyway. That's why there's just like piles of blood. This is like biomass. There is not the concept of a fish in the game. It's a game about fishing, but you don't care about the fish, if that makes sense. You're just selling biomass by the ton, basically. How do you add progression or incremental? You unlock more and more more and more values. Like you start, I have a document where it's kind of written out. I didn't have a nice presentation. I'm sorry to disappoint you. The point of this game is to get rid of the fish. That's another one. Another inspiration for this game was this meme that I saw. This is another big inspiration for the game. Yes, the planet got destroyed, but for a beautiful moment in time, we created a lot of value for the shareholders. And this was, once again, I saw this and I'm like, I got it. This is the game. Pripyat Zero is not dead. Yeah, 9-2, you're not the first one to say it. I'm gonna fix it after the stream. I'll fix it now so people get happy. Here. Ta-da! Here we go. So it's kind of like, this is like the guiding point. And you're not making a game centered around this whilst also remaining 100%. I'll go grab a coffee. Hopefully stream doesn't end in 15 minutes. I have bad news for you, Seamus. But we'll see. So yeah, kind of the goal, there's going to be a tracker somewhere where you can see like how much remaining life is there in the sea. And once you've extincted, what's the verb to extinct? Once you have made 90% of the sea extinct, you can basically upgrade to the next area. Why are all your recent games so critical of capitalism? They're not. It's just a fun thing to talk about. They have news banners with update news and events. I've considered something similar. It wouldn't be impossible to do. Yeah. Extinguished. But make extinct past tense. Make extinct. I think it's just make extinct. It really is the villain arc. That's why it's the black shirt. Yeah. You can get government funding. I'm not even going to try government funding. There must be an anti-communist incremental. You mean adventure capitalist? It's one of the OGs. How could you forget about this game? Extincted it. Yeah. This is the anti game. But yeah. I really like the vision for both games. I think the danger, I have to be honest, is just that it's been too early to announce this game to you guys. In-game government funding. We had some idea of like bribing, but it's still far away. Where I know both games are very rough right now, but we have still, like I said here, we have 19 days left. Is the UI placeholder? The UI isn't placeholder. The UI is going to stay like this. I like the UI. I wanted to go first for a little bit more of a like, oh, what's it called? Riser, like Linux Riser UI. But it was something that just wasn't possible for me. I use Arch, so I'm biased. Yeah, I basically just looked up like Arch Linux dark UI or something like that. And then I just, based on like the color, this was the inspiration for my UI for a big degree. Once again, you can see like some of the similarities. Can you place bets on the Mahjong game? You can't. And we're also not scope creeping it to be a multiplayer Mahjong game either. It's going to stay Mahjong Solitaire. Yeah, like at first we wanted a little bit more of a terminal vibe in here for like some of the text, but we realized it's kind of hard. Like it's something that's a little bit more than what I can actually do. So we ended up simplifying. But I think I actually just used these exact colors for net profits as well. Yeah, we can play around with these things. I still think, you know, you guys now can give me all some feedback. I think custom capsule, whilst doable, it's not worth the money. I think if I can have that same money and put in an OST, I would rather do that. Playtest or demo and give it like 10 days. A little bit more maybe. We'll make it work. Arch, by the way. So yeah. I do think the vibe and vision, like the PSX style thing can work as well. Oh, QSauce. What JLPT? I have no JLPT. Don't ask me that. I have no need to do a JLPT. I'm not doing any job applications. Yeah, never paying for capsules again. It's like, I don't mind paying $400, but anything over that, I think the value prop. You need to also remember, I come from running a bare bones studio. I have this bootstrap mindset. I think the capsule service, I think we can make it better. But at least now I have something to submit and something to work on. And the fact that it's just a Unity scene, I can very easily tweak it. And then as long as I keep this image, like this camera stays the same, it's a very easy fix for me to update the capsule. Maybe it's a bit dark, but it's something I can fix in 10 minutes. Because I just need to export a new image of this and then go for it. I think the capsule will tank the game. It's just not competitive. I'm so fucking done with you. I think you've never made a game, and I don't think you're gonna make a game anytime soon. Because you have no idea what you're talking about. Fight means more than a single person. Yeah. So this game was developed by me and William. Actually, I didn't talk about this. And then Desktop Island is developed by me and Thomas. So that's kind of how it's a skiff, not the tank on the capsule. William here with the hot takes. So I'm split between MO9, not MO98, kind of technically, yes, MO98 as well still. Desktop Island and net profits. And this is also kind of why there haven't been as many videos, because I've just been really busy, because we needed to get these store pages approved. Steam Next is coming up in 19 days, but I don't want to wait until the October Next Fest. So yeah. So yeah, I'm not planning to be a publisher. I want to bring the videos back soon though, and then live stream should roll in again. Because now I have something to actually start working on more. And then go from there. I think also genuinely not joining this Steam Next Fest is a danger for us, because there's no way we can wait until October. It's just not in us. at the ship, the bottom, there was a huge funnel replacing the I letter. Yeah, I think we also just need to get better of a vision of like what are the buildings going to be in the game. Could we add an oil rig somewhere? Probably. We could do all of those things. But right now, we're still working on that. If you want more cool models, you should yell at Kai Inkribbon to make some more. But yeah. Could be interesting if the capsule ends up being a public kill scenes. I want to keep it like... It doesn't really look like looking back, but like... I kind of liked how Dredge... Oh, this is actually a really good idea as well. Because this looks kind of evil, but like this, the Dredge capsules in PSX is kind of what was one of my original starting points. I think also like the water is like a little bit too plain and flat and things like that. I have a feeling you guys could have $1 million in the bank and still say, fuck it, we ball into the next fest ASAP, lol. Anything to spite you. But yeah. You should have the oil rig looking things that auto cast their nets for fish. Not sure exactly what you mean, but we will have mariculture pens. Is this what you mean? I didn't know this word. I knew this existed, but I never knew the actual like correct term for it. For the like static, like open water fishing pens. It's called a mariculture pen. That's the word of the day for everybody who knew that word before. Oil rigs in the background, yeah. I want to have oil rigs in the game as well, because oil is going to be a big part as well of the gameplay and like the mechanics. But we do not have those models yet. But yeah, we have a lot of things planned still. Need a contrast color in the sky. I have some skyboxes, so I could probably make it work. What word? I ended up coughing. Mariculture pen. Not marine culture. Mariculture. Here. This one. That's the word of the day. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff still planned. But hey, this means lots of content. So in like 9 hours, we're gonna be back. We're gonna start developing. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to actually do the split between MMO98. I keep saying MMO98. Between net profits. At what point do you start looking at games to bundle for with those games? I'm not gonna look for games to bundle. I'm going to be anti-bundle. I'm gonna bundle with myself. I'm gonna bundle with the gold edition. And go from there. Do you think incremental games are still worth making? Kai, I think you shouldn't start one. I think you can join us. Join us. Don't start making your own incremental game. I think they can still be worth making. But I think one thing that maybe you may not or you may have noticed is that both of these games, whilst incremental games, are very different than, for example, your keep on mining and things like that. As in, like, these are like the formula incremental node buster likes, and we are incremental. Like, one problem with net profits even is that it's almost more of a looks and feels like a management game. Archie, we have a lot of interviews with other game developers on this channel. I think at the end of the day, worst case, this becomes a management game and will still be good. And also, like Desktop Island, it's an idle game, but it's also still kind of an incremental. But like neither of these games, I think, fall into the exact like incremental meta. Kind of like MMO98 also was a little bit of a different take. It's not like a unique take, but it was different than what most of the market was pushing out at that point. So that's why I think we should be still fine with both games. I think Net Profits has a lower ceiling, but a higher guarantee than Desktop Island. I think Desktop Island has a way higher potential, but also a way higher risk, is kind of what it comes down to. Net Profits is kind of safe. Like, Net Profits, we can guarantee kind of it's gonna do okay. Desktop Island, gonna be harder, but could work a lot better. Why not make management? Because a management game would mean a massive increase in scope, which we would like to prevent. Oh yeah, also I didn't mention this, because you kind of don't see it on the store page. Net profits is made in ACS. Oh. So kind of the vision is that you can have like 300 chips, 400 chips all active on screen at the same time. Right now you don't really see it, but that's kind of the goal as well, to get to those giant numbers that wouldn't be possible with game objects. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to wrap up the stream for today, but I want to say thank you to everyone for having tuned in. Tomorrow it's going to be development time on actually making these games better. I have a lot of stuff to do. Should I wait to share my idea or until I have a Steam store page? Gregory, look at me. Neither of these store pages are live. Just share it. I think things will get copied, maybe, but even then things will get copied differently. So yeah, I'm thinking. Otherwise, that should be it. William, maybe we're gonna sync for like 3 minutes, just like some messages. We'll see. If not, maybe not. But yeah, thank you everyone for having tuned in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.